Inside of Legends of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom in Hyrule Castle's town, you'll come across a curious child that is obsessed with little monsters called Zols. I'm going to quickly take you through all the steps of this quest line and all the different locations you need to go to complete it. So let's get into it. To start this questline, you need to make your way to Hyrule Castle Town, which is a very easy location to find. As you see, it's right smack dab in the middle of the large map that is Legends of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. Very quickly take a left and you're going to see a small boy sitting next to a brown dog with a speech bubble above his head with an exclamation point. All you have to do is go and interact with this child and he'll tell you that he's obsessed with these little monsters, Zols, that I mentioned earlier on in this video. Your job at this point is to get 3 different Zol echoes and show the child all 3 of them. Let's go over all the locations you can find these Zols right now. The first and by far the easiest Zol to get is called the Green Zol. You literally interact and fight these things as soon as you land on the southern beach at the very beginning of the game. The game literally has you fight a Green Zol at the very beginning of this game, so it's going to be a very easy echo, and you already should have this echo, so this is a very easy one to get. The second is called an Ignizol. It kind of looks like a small candle that hops around, very much so like the Green Zol, but a different color and does fire damage to everything around you. The very first place you can find this particular Zol is going to be in the southern forest inside of the cave that I was just showing you on the larger map. I wish I could give you an exact name, but this is going to be the cave you need to go into. Once inside this cave, all you have to do is go deeper into the cave, defeat the Ignizol, and you'll be able to get the echo very easily. I've also used this echo personally for a lot of different puzzles, so it's definitely worth grabbing early on. Now the third and final Zol is going to take you a little bit longer to get. You have to progress the game until you get to the Jabul Waters or Zor Cove, the water section in the top right of the map. Go to the exact cave that I'm showing you inside of this water section of the map, and inside you'll come across a bunch of different Zols, but more particularly you're going to come across the Hydrozols, the ones that we're looking for. These are very easy to kill, but there is a little bit of a catch for the actual quest line that we need to go get one more final echo that isn't a Zol whatsoever. What you're going to be looking for is the water block echo, and the very early on location you can get it is inside of Lord Jabu's den, which is one of the main dungeons inside of the game. Inside of this dungeon, very early on in the dungeon, you'll be able to learn this water block echo, and trust me, it's going to come in handy later for this quest line. Now that you have all 3 Zol type echoes and the water block echo, make your way back to Hyrule Castle Town to where you first interacted with the little child. All you have to do is actually summon those 3 different types of Zols in order to actually progress and complete this quest line. So of course you want to go and drop the Green Zol in front of him first. He'll have a very short cutscene that will appear of him being very excited to see this Zol, and very quickly he's going to ask for you to bring him the Ignizol next. Do the exact same thing you just did with the Green Zol and summon the Ignizol right in front of the child. Another short cutscene will show up and he's going to be very excited to see this Zol, and then finally he's going to ask you to see the Hydrozol. This is where the water block comes in. What you want to do is summon 2 water blocks on top of each other. This is going to increase the size of the water Zol that you're then going to summon inside of these water blocks. It's going to make an absolutely massive Hydrozol. This child will not complete the quest line unless you do at least 2 water blocks and make this size of Hydrozol in front of him. But with this complete, you'll have that very final small cutscene that he's very excited to have seen all these different types of Zols, and he starts to wonder if there are other ones that he hasn't been able to discover yet. That actually leads into a very different quest line later on in the game, but let's focus on the actual reward you get for completing this, which is a Mighty Crystal, which is very helpful to upgrading your sword form, which is very powerful in Legends of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. It's a somewhat straightforward side quest. It just takes you a little bit of time, especially early on in the game if you don't know exactly what you're looking for. So I hope you guys found this walkthrough guide helpful. If you did, make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons down below. I'll be going through a lot more of the side quests as I progress through the game, and I'll be posting them here on YouTube. Once again, I hope you guys found this particular walkthrough guide helpful. I'll catch you in the next video.